Hello everyone and welcome to another manga review, and today we are reviewing Sweat and Soap. I don't know whether to aw or ew. That title definitely says a lot and yet very little. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard of smell fetishes? Well, some people get very excited over certain smells, and in a way this manga kind of tries to pander towards that specific audience. Hence the title name, Sweat and Soap, which under any other given circumstance I would say was a terrible title. What it does do is it gets across what kind of fetish it's serving very quickly. You know, it's like, ooh, sweat and soap, you like those scents, right? Then you're gonna really love this book. Now this first volume actually had pretty good reviews, so I was quite curious about it myself. I had to give it a look to see how it was. You guys already know that I do love my rom-com manga, and there's gonna be a lot of rom-com manga out there that has some pandering to certain fetishes. That's just kind of how they sell their shit. But having read a lot of rom-com manga, I feel like my tolerance for it has increased substantially. So without further ado, let's get into the plot of Sweat and Soap. So this is our main character, and her whole story is she's always had a perspiration problem, hence the sweat in the title. And because of that, she's always been made fun of when she was a little kid, as I can imagine most girls would be if they had that problem. So in order to prevent herself from smelling, she uses a lot of products from this soap company. And she basically has all these different combinations that she uses just to cover her entire body so that nobody can tell that she is sweating so profusely. And she's kind of grown to be a big fan of this specific soap company, so much so that she actually ended up working there and getting some discounts. And as a girl, I can kind of understand having like a favorite specific company where you get all your soaps and perfumes and, you know, bath and body wash from. I personally love Stone Clean Soap at stonecleansoap.com. And this is of course how she ends up meeting a guy who also works at the soap company, and he's responsible for actually coming up with new scents for the different soaps that they put out. And he is the love interest, and his whole thing is that he was just like born with a very gifted nose that can smell extremely well. And he picks up on her scent mixed with all these different scents of the soaps, and he thinks it smells very interesting. Specifically, those scents mixed with her natural scent. So he wants to do more research on her scent, so he keeps on meeting up with her to give her a whiff. And then over time, that eventually leads into a relationship between the two. And originally this was written to just be a one-shot story, so it actually has them, you know, having sex within the first chapter, and then it kind of backpedals a bit to make it more clear that they are going out and that it wasn't just some one-night stand. Now, some of you might already know that we release certain hormones when we sweat, and this can subconsciously attract the opposite sex to us. And it seems like they try to play into that idea of why he's, you know, so attracted to her, because she's sweating so profusely. She's like really letting out her hormones, and because he has such a sensitive nose, he's picking it up more than other people would be. It is kind of funny what they end up doing with this character and his gifted nose. He can actually like smell what she's feeling, like he can pick up on her emotions based on her scent, so he's able to tell when she's sad, which is an interesting way to make a character more intuitive on the emotions in the relationship. All that being said, I do think that this book did do a good job of making them a convincing boyfriend-girlfriend, and it's probably why it got good reviews. It is pretty smell fetishy, and I have no idea how the story would continue on for more volumes, but the overall story can be seen in kind of a sweet way. She always thought because of her heavy perspiration that she would never really find a guy to be with, because they would always, you know, not want to be around her because she's so gross. And it kind of follows that idea of there's someone out there for everyone. everybody. And despite it being a weird situation, it is kind of a nice thought. So if you would like to read Sweat and Soap, check out the link in the description. And if you're listening to this review and getting the urge to smell different scents of soap, then boy do I have the place for you. I would seriously recommend heading over to Stone Clean Soap. They have some of the best scented soap I've ever smelled. I actually have some new scents that they've been working on that they have not released on the website just yet. I kid you not, they made cotton candy soap, and I really hope that gets on the website soon because it smelled so good. Oh, there is nothing better than having your hands smell like cotton candy. But yeah, definitely go check out stonecleansoap.com. Handmade soap, great scents, great quality, and if you use the code DANFAN, you can get 15% off. So it's always good to go support small business, especially during these times. If you enjoyed this review, remember to like the video as usual. Comment your thoughts down below. I'm sure you have plenty of them. If you want to see more videos from me, make sure to subscribe. It costs nothing. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!